I have another YouTube channel called The Home Gym. As the name suggests, it's just me working out in the gym. But the problem is, that's all the noise that you hear. Heavy breathing and the clanking of the weights, which is extremely boring, so today I'm going to fix that. Best way to make things interesting is music, and I could go the easy route and just download some stuff off the internet, chuck that on my videos, and then there you go. Or, considering I'm sort of a musician, it's probably the best idea to come up with my own stuff. The first thing that comes to mind is Lethal Weapon. If I search up Lethal Weapon soundtrack, the second name that shows up is Eric Clapton. It feels like the entire movie is just Clapton improvising with sick blues licks and little rocky things here and there, and I think that's a good start. I'm going to need something that I can solo on top of, and I'm not really in the mood to make an entire backing track, so I'm going to do it the cheap way and take, if we maybe do it E minor, we could just switch between E and B. Unless we do it in A minor to make things easier. And what I'll do is I'll switch to this sound. And I might just stick to switching back between A and E. So what I'll do in Pro Tools is just make a normal click track. I'm thinking, you know, the average 120 beats per minute, 4/4 timing, and then I'll have that metronome going so I know when I'm switching between the A and the E, and I'll keep that playing while I'm doing my guitar solo. So now that I've got all this working, if I click start, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 7, 8. So here's the track that we recorded. What I want to do is zoom it in a whole bunch and get rid of the first and last bar so that I can drag it over and create a loop. Okay. We'll probably do a fade in. We switch here to the, there it is. So we're on the E bass notes, and then we've got the loop coming up over there. And this will be where it loops. So it's not a constant drone, so I'm going to have to quickly reshoot this until I get it sounding better. I just re-recorded it, and what you'll see here is the first bar I started playing right at the beginning so that it just sort of starts here. So if I grab it, move it over like before, cut out the last bit, which I also let go a little bit further, so it should stop here. So if I get rid of that and then I loop it, it should be much better. We'll do 16 again. It's much better. All I want to do now is add a fade in. If I have a lead guitar, and then if we do like a little very basic rhythm thing that maybe follows the piano. So if we just go 2. Alright, so I've got the guitar plugged in now. That's basically all I'm going to be doing. What I want to look at now is what I can do with the chords. So the first one is just A minor to E minor. And then I'll just add random solo stuff around there. So now what we've got to do is work out my little lead bit. And I may as well just record that now. So we're going to be in the key of A minor. Alright, we'll give this a little go. I just listened to the beginning of that. I'm happy with none of it, so we're going to go ahead and refilm. Try this again. And there we go. That's all I'm going to do. Now what I'm thinking is we move on to some drums. If I'm thinking now while I'm doing this, I want to make two versions of these. One that starts with just the drums, so I'll lay down some kind of groove. Alright, so everything should be running. Try and set them up. If I could choose one of the instruments that I play that I'm probably worse at, it would be drums. Like that's a cool groove, I think. Like maybe we'll try a laid back drum beat with I've got an idea for the guitar. I had to do an exercise for media studies last year that was supposed to help improve different techniques for filmmaking. All I did was record me playing a song on the guitar with some bass and drums, took different camera angles, edited that together, and that was the film aspect of it. But I'm thinking that I can reuse the songs, or sort of recycle some old ideas, because the song that I came up with for the project has already got a pretty decent structure. It's in a basic key and time signature, and it's got a semi-decent guitar solo which I'll need to relearn. And on top of that, I also came up with a little drop D guitar riff. So I had this rhythm bit that went like this, just the basic chords D to A to an E. And then I just kept picking an E power chord with some kind of guitar solo, sort of like this. And then a cool little bass lick to finish off. I didn't realise how big this video was going to get, so I'm going to split it into two parts. So far we've got a really basic improvisation sort of filler song is what I'm going to call it. I've got an idea for the drums, and I've just come up with 2 ideas for some guitar riffs. In part 2 we're going to finish writing all the songs, get them all recorded, mixed and do all that kind of stuff, and after that is all done, the home gym is going to be up and running.